Hello friend, how is it going? Welcome back to Toyota Maintenance YouTube channel. I got today this wonderful, beautiful 2012 Toyota RAV4 4-wheel drive. She has only 93,000 miles on the odometer and she is fast. She drives fast when you step on the throttle. Why is that? Well, because she has that V6 engine. The vehicle is light, so it goes quick when you step on it. It's a 4-wheel drive V6 engine. The model of the engine is 2GRFE. The reason it came to me today because the owner said I'm hearing some noises from the front when I was driving. It happens on the cold. Of course, when I came here to you, Peter, I cannot duplicate it because the engine warmed up and it's gone. I cannot show it to you, so I want to leave it with you. Hopefully you can find it and see if it can be repaired and for how much. I had her sitting outside because in the morning I did the matrix engine oil and rear brakes. And of course, when I started her up, she was squeaking. It was definitely squeak from the engine, so you will think definitely one of the either pulleys, the idler pulleys or tensioner or something is bad. So I shut her off, put her on the lift, start her up to show you, to make video. And of course that was enough. The engine warmed up and now it will not do that again. It's perfectly quietly running like a Swiss watch. The sound is off. If I want to duplicate it, I will have to wait probably 2 hours again to completely cool off. In this video, I will show you how to identify the problem even when you cannot duplicate the sound. Let's go and do that. So basically, you need to gain the access to the area where the pulleys are, which is right here. You can see the main harmonic balancer. I removed this panel, which was here. Where did I put it? Right here. It has the 4 fasteners. It was this way, so it's a 2 on the bottom, 2 on the top. And I already figured out what's wrong. The problem is for filming, we cannot really see there. So for a purpose of filming, I will remove this wheel. But it's not necessary. I already know what part is bad. Just reaching there through this opening. /21mm socket. And I can finally invite you to the large opening where we can perform that diagnosis. So let's go and have a look. The area is open. These were the top fasteners for that plastic cover, which was right here. And here you can see harmonic balancer, AC compressor, serpentine belt tensioner, water pump. This pulley is for water pump, which is right here. Original ASIN, I can read, and Toyota logo right there. So that was never changed. We are not surprised, obviously. I'm not sure if I said the mileage. The mileage is only 93,000 miles. So if you look up there, there is still alternator and another idler pulley right above that tensioner pulley. So which one, how do you know which one of these components is making that horrible sound? You don't have to even release the tensioner yet, which we will show how to do, maybe. But just by grabbing that belt, the serpentine belt, and pulling on it, maybe you can already make the noise. It depends what part failed. So let's go and try that. I got you as high as possible, and you will see what I did. I did it even without removing this plastic shield, and it was the luck, or let's say it was one of the components which is moving when you pulled on the serpentine belt. Give it a listen. I just kicked the tripod, that wasn't it. So I will pull on it because the tensioner has a tension and I can work against it. And obviously when the engine when it's running, the belt is not jumping so much. But as all the components are running, it moves tiny bit. It moves tiny bit, the tensioner. And I bet you that the problem is in the tensioner, despite the fact we don't know. It could be failed water pump, but really there will be leak. It could be compressor here. If you look, the clutch is moving too. So it could be that too. It could be idler, which is above, or it could be also alternator. However, I am suspicious of either the tensioner here or the tensioner pulley, which is right here. Now, how do I separate either the pulley, which will be great if you can change just the pulley, or if the tensioner is bad? Well, let me show you. All of us mechanics, we are car doctors. So we have these little stethoscopes and we can touch the components and listen where that screeching, scraping, squeaking it's coming from. So let's go together and see what's up. So I have it in my ears and I can start with the center. I will touch the bolt on that pulley. Aha. Well, its bearing could be bad and it could be coming from there. But now I have to compare it with the tensioner itself, because this is the center and this part keeps rotating around it. So I will touch this area. Aha. Aha. And this is where it's coming from. I can clearly hear. Right here in that center. I hear that scraping. It's like a scraping, screeching. It's coming clearly from this part and not from here. So now I don't need to go and test the water pump pulley, here, the clutch. Oh yeah, when I touch the clutch, I don't hear anything. I don't need to go on upper. If I touch the upper center bolt, no, it's not coming from there. So we have a clear winner. The problem is, if I can point this, it's that entire tensioner. It's not a pulley. For some reason on this V6's 1 GRFE and 2 GRFE, Toyota buried the whole tensioner, serpentine belt tensioner assembly, the part, underneath the AC compressor. So to replace that, it's actually big pain in where? Right down here. It's not just for me to work on it, it's also the money for the owner of this vehicle, because the labor will be way bigger number than if it was just a simple one mounted on the front like Toyota did it on 4 cylinders. So let me show you what I mean. If you look with me, and I will zoom on it and use my finger, that's a AC compressor clutch, right? So you see the compressor, that's the tensioner. This is what we speak about. Well, the whole thing, it's right here. This is the tensioner body. So if you look, the compressor, it's mounted on top of this tensioner. So it's not very easy to get to, and it's a, unfortunately, time problem. Only that I actually remember that I have the whole thing from the 1GR. You see, this is the engine which I promised you we will take apart and work on it. So this is where the compressor is, and that's where the pulley is. So you can see it here as a part, and let's go back to the computer. And here is what I want to show you on the screen when you want to order it. As you can see, that's where again where the compressor is. Very, very painful. I don't know why they did it that way, but that's labor costly. My problem is I don't enjoy giving people quotes for costly repairs and services. But in this case, unfortunately, it's the design from Toyota and we have nothing to do with it. Also, the part is not very cheap. I believe from Toyota it's at least $300 just for that aluminum part plus the tensioner on it. Aftermarket, it's somewhere around $200. I hope you will find this video helpful. If you do, please give it a thumb up and stay tuned. I have way more coming your way soon. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting this channel. And have a great day, my friend.